Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Candid Bina. And today we have, your favorite Dr. Ganesh bhokare, who's back with us. And this time it's a very, very interesting topic again. And it is on the power of Goddess Kali and some of her stories, and which he will be explaining and narrating to you. So it is over to you, Dr. Ganesh, and please explain to the audience as the history of Goddess Kali and in a very basic, so that everyone knows the complete story from scratch. So it's over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Jaidev. And thank you, audience, as well. It's always honor and great pleasure to talk on your channel. Yeah. So uh, when we talk about Kali, uh, we have to go back to history. Who created the Kali, and what is the significance of Kali, and what is the exact meaning of the Kali? So Kali, you can say one peculiar avatar of uh, law. You can say goddess Durga. Durga is nothing but Parvati, wife of Shiva. If you go a little bit back, so if you, normally we talk about three gods: Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. So these are Sagun avatars of three different energies who are having three different responsibilities, because they have been given three different peculiarities which they use it to create the universe, to destroy the universe, and to take care of the universe. Okay, so these three deities have three different personalities. I will use a simple words. Okay, instead of complicating the subject, I will use a simple materialistic words. So when you talk about Paramatma, Parameshwar, or Hiranyagarbha, it is called Nirgun Nirakar form of the God. It doesn't have a shape, it doesn't have a starting point, it doesn't have an end point. So it is a Nirgun Nirakar. So that is a stage where a human is supposed to reach. Okay, but right now our topic is a Kali, so we'll come down to the subject of Kali step by step. Out of this Hiranyagarbha or Parmeshwar or Paramatma, whatever you call, uh, three energies are derived or spawn out of it, which is called Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So when these three energies are created, along with the which are actually called gods. So along with the gods, there are negative energies are also created from your you can say the Sagun, Nirgun Nirakar form of the energy. Because if you go to the quantum physics level, when there is an electron, you'll find a proton is there. Correct? There is a positive energy, there is a negative energy. There is a gravitation, there is a levitation, and both are required to maintain the equilibrium. But sometimes what happens, if negative energy takes a destructive form, then we call it as a asuras. Negative energies are required for a control mechanism, but whenever they take the destructive form, they are called asuras. Now, what do you mean by asuras? uh, when negative energies in the symbolic form, they are just like a, you can say, objects like gods. Okay, some peculiar energy, but they started worshipping God, and then they get the boon from gods. boon means आशीर्वाद या जो भी कुछ बोलते हैं, वर बोलते हैं, हिंदी में वर बोलते हैं और आशीर्वाद बोलते हैं. They take the boon from God, and they will start against the God, and that is not a correct you can say the correct use of energy, because it will destroy the complete Brahmand. And then the war begins between Deva and Asuras. Now what happens, sometime they ask for a very you can say subtle boon, like I should not get killed by a human, or I should not get killed by God. And then they think they can rule on all the three lokas: pataliyok, bhulok, and swargalok. So when the war between Deva and Asura started, so Asuras used to, means negative energies, they used to worship the god, and typically two gods. They never worshipped Vishnu. Okay, because Vishnu is something different. We can have another session on Vishnu separately. It's a big topic. Okay, but they used to worship Brahma, who is a creator, and Shiva, even though he's a destroyer, he's a Bholenath as well. Means if you worship Lord Shiva, means he can bless you quickly. आप उसको जल्दी प्रसन्न कर सकते हैं. And that's why he is very kind as well, but he's extreme. He's a kind as well as he's very, very strict, because if he forgets his kindness, then he can destroy you as well. Okay, so so they started worshipping Brahma and Shiva, and then Asura started taking boons from gods, and they started using these boons as a weapons against the god. So this is a background. I will say this is a background I have created. Now in that war, there was a. I will come back to Kali now, and then we'll see the other related references and stories. So there was a one Asura called Rakta Bij. Now, if you see the look at the Kali's picture, you'll find you can say the means
Skulls.
very ferocious form of energy. She's drinking the blood, and she's having mala of this. You can say the human skulls. Okay, and you cannot conceive this form of the you can say this form of the deity. Actually, some people may not call it as a deity because it looks very horrible. Okay, but why it is like that? And the answer is, when there is a one Asura called Rakta Bij. His name was Rakta Bij, and he worshipped the I think Lord Brahma or Lord Shiva. I don't remember exactly. I read it in a Bhagavad. He got a boon that he won't get killed. He won't get killed by Deva and Manava. Okay, and he got another boon when he will get impacted by any astra or khadag or talwar, whatever. Okay, any astra, and whenever his blood drops on the ground, so that many rakta bijas will get evolved out of it. So when the war started between Dev and Asuras, and when God killed Rakta Bija, it will start spawning multiples of Rakta Bija, and they started defeating gods, and it created a havoc in the gods. You can say god side. So Lord Shiva and Vishnu decided they will come out with a one form of an energy. You can say call it as a weapon. You can call a Kali as a weapon as well. Okay, one of our missile is called Kali as well.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So it is, you can call it as a specialized weapon, and which will work against the boon. And the boon was that Rakta Bij won't get killed by the man as well as God. So they created a female kind of the weapon, and that's why it is a Durga. The Durga came in the life. But when Durga also started fighting with Rakta Bij, then they realized that every drop or every drop of the blood of Rakta Bija, it's creating another Rakta Bija. So it is like a chain reaction. So Lord Goddess Durga also was not in position. She killed a lot of other asuras. आप उसका रेफरेंसेस में जैसे दुर्गा सप्तशती आप पढ़ेंगे तो उसमें आपको रेफरेंसेस मिल जाएंगे. चंड मुंड, शुंभ शुंभस्य, ऐसे बहुत सारे राक्षसों के नाम मिलेंगे. चंड मुंड यूज्ड टू वर्क फॉर शुंभ निशुंभ. शुंभ निशुंभ यूज्ड टू वर्क फॉर रक्तबीज. सो गॉडेस दुर्गा किल्ड चंड मुंड और ये शुंभ निशुंभस्य. मेरे अगर वर्ड्स इफ माय स्लाइटली द if I make an error in taking the name of the Shumba, Nishumba, these asuras, So please correct me. Okay, those of you are aware about that. But because sometimes I can also make a mistake while taking the name of these asuras. I read it long back, and uh, this is theory. Practical also, we'll see it later. And then she started fighting with Rakta Beach because all Asura got killed. And then Rakta Beach came into the war field. And whenever she used to cut the head of uh, Rakta Beach, so Rakta used to spoiled on ground. And as soon as it touches the ground, other Rakta Beaches used to get spawn out of it. तो उसके क्या हो जाते थे कि वैसे इसके चेन रिएक्शन होके बहुत सारे रक्त बीज असुरास यूज्ड टू गेट क्रिएटेड एंड दे स्टार्ट फाइटिंग अगेन सो दैट वाज नॉट अ फेयर वॉर तो इसका सॉल्यूशन क्या निकलना था कि जो रक्त आ रहा है it should not allow to drop on ground. It should not spill over the ground. And then Durga created her another form of a weapon which is called a Kali. सो काली को दुर्गा का भी एक अवतार बोलते हैं, उसको महाकाली भी बोलते हैं, भद्रकाली भी बोलते हैं. सप्तशती में आपको ये रेफरेंसेस मिलेगा. मैंने सप्तशती के बारे में 2-3 बार अपने प्रीवियस सेशन में बोला था इसके बारे में. दुर्गा सप्तशती जिसमें दुर्गा स्तोत्र आता है, अर्गला स्तोत्र आता है. अर्गला स्तोत्र नाम का एक स्तोत्र है, उसमें आपको एक ये रेफरेंसेस मिल जाएंगे. तो she created that form and then Kali killed all the Rakta Bijas and she started, as soon as she used to behead this Rakta Bija, she used to drink that blood. And that's why सब लोगों को एक प्रॉब्लम रहता है कि ऐसी कौन सी देवी है जो लोगों का खून पीती है. Okay, and there are a lot of misinterpretation of goddess Kali. So this is a answer for that misinterpretation, because Rakta Bij was an asura who got the boon whenever he used to get beheaded and his blood used to spill over the ground. Other Rakta Bija used to spawn out of it. So she cut the head of each and every Rakta Bija who spawned out of his blood when Durga was fighting. Durga was fighting with the Rakta Bija. When Kali spawned out of it, okay, along with Durga, then they used to chop his head and she used to put it in her as a garland. Okay, so you can see the whatever the faces, or you can say that heads are you are seeing in the garland, okay, of Mahakali. They are actually heads of Rakta Bija. And in order to avoid that blood spilling over the ground, she used to drink that blood. And obviously that blood also impacted her body and she became ferocious. That is the second part of the story. Okay, so this is a reason why Lord Kali is you can say looks so ferocious, or why people are scared of that, or people are having misinterpretation ki why such form of the deity is there, because she is a warrior, and to kill such type of asuras, the devi or god or that energy also has to take a form which is suitable for killing such type of asura. So I think this is a basic explanation for Lord Kali. But if you that explanation is given in the Devi Mahatmya, or which is also known as a Durga Saptashati, and Durga Saptashati references you will find Markandeya Puran. Actually पहले एक ही वेद थे, वेद जो थे उसका नाम था ऋग्वेद. ऋग्वेद में you'll find all kinds of technologies. Then they realized as time passes away, it was difficult to understand for the people. So they divided into the 4 Vedas: ऋग्वेद, यजुर्वेद, सामवेद एंड अथर्ववेद. अथर्ववेद में आपको पूरा टेक्नोलॉजी मिलेगा, साइंस, मेडिकल साइंस, आयुर्वेदा, एवरीथिंग, इकोनॉमिक्स एंड everything you'll get it. While the 3 previous Veda, Rigved, Yajurved and Samved, Rigved typically talks about the mantras. Yajurved typically talks about yajna jo karte, जो देवताओं के लिए प्रसन्न करने के लिए जो यज्ञ का जो सब क्रिया दी है वो यजुर्वेद में आ जाती है. और सामवेद इज लाइक अ path for realization. So all mantras related to the Samved. But after time passes away, uh, Vedas were also difficult to understand. These four Vedas, which are segregated into four Vedas, so they, uh, uh, you can say, extracted the crux out of it, which become a Upanishad. Because as time passes away from, say, Satya Yuga to Treta Yuga to Dwapar Yuga to Kali Yuga, it, your intellectual level was also deteriorating, and it was difficult for people to understand at that level. So people try to, Rishi Munis, not, I should not use word people, but Rishi Munis, they try to simplify it. So one Ved got converted into four Vedas, they extracted information, become Upanishads. Like Upanishads also become difficult for people to understand, and therefore they got converted into stories, which is called Puranas, Atra Puranas, you can say. And in 18 Puranas, you'll find one of the Purana is a Markandeya Purana. Markandeya Rishi there. And in his Purana, you'll find a reference for Durga Saptashati. So couple of chapters are given for Durga Saptashati, which describes the war between Dev and Asuras. And in that war, when you can say, side of the gods came across such type of Asuras who used to worship the god, take the boon, and use it as a weapon against gods only. Then gods. So this is not a correct way of leading the life. So this is a message for the people. Okay. So don't misuse the power. If you try to misuse the power, another power will take a form which will destroy you. जैसे भस्मासुर बोलते हैं. भस्मासुर ने लॉर्ड शिवा की सॉरी ब्रह्मदेव की तपस्या की. He worshipped the Lord Brahmadeva and he asked for the boon that if I'll put a hands on anybody's head, okay, he'll get converted into Bhasma. And that's why he's called Bhasmasura. So Lord Vishnu take the avatar of Mohini and he killed Bhasmasura. He converted Bhasmasura himself into a Bhasma, okay, by doing some dance, and then in the dance posture, okay, even Bhasmasura got means Mohini Roop was so you can say attractive. Even Bhasmasura also got attracted and he started dancing with Mohini, and then whatever Mohini used to do, okay, Bhasmasura also start doing that, and then Mohini keeps hands on her own head, and then Bhasmasura also keeps his own hand on his head, and then get converted into Bhasma. Such type of tricks, basically, that is not we are not interested in that. But the moral of the story is, you means you are my friend, you'll take money from me and you'll use that money to buy weapons to kill me, okay, that is not a friendship. Then you are deceiving me, you are cheating. And then you'll find another cheater who is much more powerful. चोर पे मोर बोलते हैं ना हमारे इसमें. So you can, in a simple language, I'm just trying to put it in a simple language. So to kill the asura, especially the rakta beach, तो आपको एक मंत्र भी इसमें मिलेगा अर्गला स्तोत्र में. रक्त बीज वधे देवी चंड मुंड विनाशिनी रूपम देई जयो देही विश्व देही, ऐसा एक मंत्र है उसमें. ओके, आपको उसमें वो रेफरेंस मिल जाएगा. उसको महिषासुर मर्दिनी भी बोलते हैं. महिषासुर वाज अ ब्रदर ऑफ दिस रक्त बीज. So Mahishasur also get killed by the Durga. Sorry, Durga और महाकाली बोल सकते हैं, महाकाली बोल सकते हैं उसको. So this is in nutshell what is a Kali actually. And then second part of the story, because such a powerful energy, it's like you can call it as like an atomic energy. It will start destroying everything, right? It won't bother about then because it is a nirgun nirakar energy. So someone has to control it. So when she becomes so ferocious after killing all asuras, she started destroying rest of the world as well. And then Devas got tensed. Ki, what should we do? And then obviously she was the avatar of Durga. So Shiva took the responsibility, and he came into the form of, you can say, infant in front of her. And she was so ferocious, but obviously she is a, you can say, she is having a bija of you can say mother as well. Okay, because she is a lady, correct? She is having bija of mother. So Lord Shiva appear in front of her as an infant, and she was so ferocious. Her tongue was red because she was drinking the blood, so that blood also impacted her. So you can imagine, if you stay with the bad people, how that energy will impact you, because such type of blood is impacting Lord God, deity or goddess Kali. Okay, then you can imagine you are an ordinary human being, how quickly you'll get impacted. So this is a lesson we should learn from it. And then when Shiva came in front of her as an infant kid, then that motherly, you can say, virtues came out, and then she become a, उसको समटाइम देर इज अ मदरली काली भी बोलते हैं उसको, जैसे रामकृष्ण परमहंस काली को ट्रीट करते थे, तो मदर. एंड देन शी बिकम नॉर्मल. बट इनिशियली व्हेन शी सॉ द Shiva was just an infant and lie down in front of her, and then she put her leg on right leg on his chest, and then she realizes, she got that vibration, this is a kid. And then she took the Shiva as a kid, and she loves her, and do the breastfeeding and all this stuff. So that is a story of Mahakali.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, there's one question, sir. Is it true that Durga Saptashati is written by Markandeya Rishi near Saptashringi Ma temple in Sahyadri is near Nashik?
I don't know exactly the location. I'm not sure, but yes, as I said, yeah, it is written by the Markandeya in Markandeya Puran. It is written by Markandeya Rishi in Markandeya Puran. But I'm not sure about Saptashringi. Is I have visited Saptashringi for many times. It's a very powerful place. You can go there. You can worship as well. But nowadays, what is happening? You'll find a lot of rush is there, because I don't want to talk on that topic, but people are getting crazy, and whatever is happened just now, you saw that Joshimath, or whatever happened in Kedarnath. So people don't go there for worshipping the god, but people go there to create noise. They make things dirty. They start photographing. They start chit chatting, and then they will destroy that ambience of vibrations, whatever good vibrations are there. And once that vibration reaches particular threshold, they will start destroying everything. And that is the impact you can see. Now people will give other reasons. There was a load, and obviously that is one of the reason as well, because how much load can that mountain can take, correct? Even I visited Joshimath, because when I was going to Kedarnath and Badrinath, Joshimath is like a point of junction where you have to come. Means if you go to Kedarnath, and if you want to go to Badrinath, you have to come to Joshimath. Okay, so I saw the Joshimath. I wanted to stay there because from Joshimath, around 8 to 10 kilometers, there is a Mahavatar Babaji Gufa is there. And some people met them. I don't know the names of these people, but there are some people who met Mahavatar Babaji near Joshimath. And his you can say his vibrations are there. And now people are crossing their limit, encroachment and everything. Okay, plastic. If you go to Himalaya, when I went to Himalaya 2 years or 3 years back, almost 2 to 3 years back, sometime I was also pissed off, because people are throwing water bottles, honking. You are not supposed to honk. Honking is very bad thing, especially in the Himalayas, because what will happen? Honking has got a particular set of frequency. And if it causes a resonance in Himalaya, it will cause a resonance, and that will cause, you can say, the what is that? Then one word I forgot that. It will start that all ice will start
avalanche.
Avalanche, yeah, avalanche effect. You will get an avalanche effect. So I told many people, don't honk. Even don't honk in city as well. But India is a noisy country. People don't understand it. And then if people crosses their threshold, something like Kali will come and she will destroy everything. You can call it as a Kali as well. You don't go on the form. People have portrayed the form, but actually it is a pure, you can say, the very atomic energy kind of the energy which will destroy everything, which is created only for some specific events. Just like a Brahmastra, Arjuna was knowing the Brahmastra and he had a technology or vidya, you can say, to take it back. While Ashwathama did not have, Ashwathama learned it from his father, Dronacharya, but he didn't learn how to take it back. And that's why he's suffering till end of this Kalpantara, okay, in a Shilpani forest. Okay. So whenever you get a power, one should be very, very careful while using that power. Okay. And if it is good, goes beyond your control, then it will destroy you. Yeah, we can take the questions.
Yeah. So I have one question is like, see, many people when they see goddess Kali's pictures, like they might get scared looking at her face, her fear, her ferocious looks. Also, many people do, of course, worship goddess Kali, and so they chant the Kali Beach mantras, right? So if you can say something regarding the kind of mantras which is used to worship goddess Kali, like Kali Beach mantra, and how is it different from other mantras of other gods, like of course Mahadev and Lord Krishna and Hanuman.
Yeah, actually, Kali mantra normally used by tantric. Okay, it is uh, uh, you can say you can get the blessing very quickly by doing austerities in smashan or some secluded areas, okay, or in forest. You can do these austerities, and within a couple of days uh, you can get blessing of Kali. But the problem is, if she appears in front of you, you'll die, because 99.99% you will die or you'll go mad, because you cannot tolerate that you can say sagun sakar roop of Kali. Only very few, means करोड़ों में एक रहेगा कि I have met the sadhus who used to worship the god, who used to worship the Kali, but instead of worshipping Kali, you worship Durga, because Durga, Kali is a spawn out of the Durga. इसको Kali is a avatar of Durga. So you ओम दुम दुर्गा ये नमा, जो मैंने अपने पहले प्रीवियस सेशंस में भी बोला था कि chant simple mantra. First you go step by step. ऐसा मत करो कि, एक सिंपल एग्जांपल दूंगा कि एक पांचवी का बच्चा आके बोलता है आई वांट एडमिशन इन इंजीनियरिंग, तो और सपोज जबरदस्ती से उस बच्चे को इंजीनियरिंग क्लास में बिठा दिया, तो क्या होगा उसका, उसकी हालत खराब हो जाएगी. अभी दिस इज अ सिंपल एनालॉजी आई हैव गिवन. ओके, so if you worship Kali without having that kind of the courage, that kind of the, you can say, power you develop inside yourself, you should not worship that. Instead of that, you can chant Om Dum Durgaye Namah, or you can go for a Devi Kavach. Okay, Devi Kavach is also there. दुर्गा सप्तशक्ति में स्टार्टिंग में देवी कवच, देव्या कवच बोलते हैं उसको, तो वो भी आता है. ओके, एक मिनट मेरे पास है ना. You can see this is a, I don't know, this is Datta Stotra. Okay, you can see the Datta Stotra is there. Okay, Om Jatadharam Pandurangam Shulastam Krupanidim, ये आपको ऑनलाइन मिल जाएगा. ओके, ये दत्त स्तोत्र है. ओके, ये राम रक्षा है. ओके, आप राम रक्षा पढ़ सकते हैं. ये Hanuman Chalisa है, that I keep it in a pocket. I get a pocket version. Okay, तो कभी कभी मैं भूल जाता हूँ क्योंकि so many things are there in the brain. Okay, और ये है देवी महात्म्य, आप देख सकते हैं दुर्गा उसको देवी महात्म्य भी बोलते हैं, दुर्गा सप्तशती रहती. तो इसमें इट इज अ ऑल बंच ऑफ मंत्रास. ओके, और इसको आप मार्केट से आप खरीद सकते हो, बहुत मे बी 300-400 रुपीज, नॉट मच. ओके, बट यू विल गेट ऑल मंत्रास. ओके, एक मैंने मेरे पास रहेगा, जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकंड. Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
I can see. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. ये अभी मैंने आपको एक बोला था ना, you can see this mantra. Okay, रक्त बीज वदे देवी चंडमुंडा विनाशिनी रूपम देई जयम देई यशो देई द्विशो जयी. और इतना सुरेल है, आप इसको हर दिन पढ़ेंगे ना, यू विल फील अ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ वाइब्रेशंस. सो जितने भी आसुर वध किए, ओके, तो उसमें आपको सबके नाम मिल जाएंगे. मधु कैठब विद्रावी विद्रात्रु वरदे नमः रूपम देई जयम देई यशो देई द्विशो जयी. महिषासुर निर्नाशी भक्तानाम सुखदे नमः रूपम देई जयम देई यशो देई द्विशो जयी. ये जो लाइन है, रूपम देई जयम देई यशो देई द्विशो जयी, ये it will create such a nice vibrations. Okay? You won't believe it. आप इसको चैंट करते जाइए.
What is the name of this stotram?
अर्गला स्तोत्र. It is a one part.
I just type it out for the viewers. Argala, ARGALA, right?
Yeah, I will type it. Yeah, ARGALA, Argala Stotra.
And there's an English version of this particular where people who can't read Hindi.
Normally, you may find it online, okay, but in Durga Saptashati, whatever the grantha I have shown you, okay, you'll find in that you can say in that book, because
Okay.
all kinds of mantras are there related to Devi. Okay, और बेस्ट मंत्र है, और एक बेस्ट मंत्र जो मुझे बहुत पसंद है पर्सनली, सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्य त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. ये जो मंत्र है, इट्स मोस्ट पावरफुल एंड वेरी सॉफ्ट है. क्योंकि नहीं तो आप क्या करेंगे कि देयर इज अ काली मंत्र एज वेल, ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चीं चामुंडाई विचे. सो बट डोंट चैंट इट, डोंट डू दैट unless and first you do the basics. Okay, आप ऐसा मत कीजिए कि किंडरगार्टन के स्टूडेंट और जाके आपको क्वांटम फिजिक्स पढ़ना है, तो इट विल क्रिएट लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स फॉर यू. Now you can take other questions.
Yeah. So, sir, can you tell us anything about Bhatti and Vikramarka, who are worshippers of Ma Kali, also about Gad Kali temple in Ujjain?
No, I don't know about them. I'm really sorry.
Okay,
I know
fine.
Ramakrishna Paramhans, who used to worship Kali, and he ऐसे बोलते हैं लोग कि काली यूज्ड टू टॉक टू हिम. जैसे एक और एक थे टेम्बे स्वामी नाम के, आप गरुड़ेश्वर नाम की जगह है इसमें नर्मदा परिक्रमा में. आई वाज देयर गरुड़ और टेम्बे स्वामी उनका एक टेम्पल पुणे में भी है. तो टेम्बे स्वामी used to talk to Lord Dattatreya. So there was in that temple Garudeshwar, at Garudeshwar there is a one golden idol of Lord Dattatreya, and he used to talk to them, and I hold that idol in my hand because the pujari of that temple, okay, he became my friend when I was in parikrama, and I used to stay at his house. So in the night he took me, and when actually I stayed with him for 3 days at Garudeshwar. So when he started talking to me, he was very impressed, and he got a lot of knowledge. So he said, I can't bear to hold that idol in my hand. So can you touch it? Well, yes, I don't mind. I will be very happy. So around 10 o'clock in the night, we went to temple. Nobody was there, and I hold that idol in my hand, uh, with whom Tembe Swami used to talk, and that was a Lord Dattatraya's Murti. So I get a goosebumps. So similarly, Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to talk Kali, because he was a Kali is like uh, you can get easy blessings, very quick blessings, but the power is so high, everyone cannot hold it, or everyone cannot conceive that. They will either go mad, or they will, because she is such a powerful one, you have to prepare quite a lot for that. And that's why you always start with the Ganpati mantra se chalu karo aap. Om Gam Ganpate Nama. Then you go to the next step of Om Namah Shivaya. Then you go to the next step of Lord Dattatreya, Om Ram Dattatreya Nama. Go step by step. Otherwise, it will affect your body. You may get sometime you may get handicap as well, or sometime it will affect your brain as well. And people, they want something quick, and they try to do all this stuff, and they face, in fact, instead of positive results, they will come across the negative results.
Yeah, so sir, can you tell any connection between Ma Kali and Lord Krishna, Gayatri?
Mahakal, see, normally I read in couple of books, Durga is like a sister for Lord Vishnu. Durga is like a sister for Lord Vishnu. So you can say Mahakali is also a sister for Lord Vishnu. Actually, the Lord Vishnu and Shiva decided to create that weapon of Mahakali, okay, which is a spawn out of Durga, and Durga is like a Parvati. Parvati is a wife of Shiva. So Kali, you can quantum physics perspective, I consider Kali as a black hole. So you must have heard about the white hole and the black hole in the Brahmand. Okay, so black hole absorbs everything. So if you, and white hole, it emits everything. Just like a black, if you take a, normally we don't wear the black clothes in summer because it absorbs all the heat. Okay, so black hole absorbs everything, and at the center of the black hole, the energy is so high, everything get destroyed. Actually, nobody knows, even I don't know what happens there, but something weird happens. And no, even quantum physics, we have not, means human are not yet aware what is exactly happening inside the black hole. Because the question is, when white hole goes near black hole, so what happens? Because white hole emits everything, it emits the light, while black hole absorbs everything. So normally I treat Vishnu as a white hole. It emits everything. Okay, it's a light. While Lord Shiva, if you see the Shivaling, is like a black hole. It absorbs everything. And sometimes people unnecessarily they fight who is powerful, Lord Shiva. Don't get into all, don't get entangled into all this, because we don't have that much knowledge. Even I don't know. I know the basics of that. But if you apply theory of quantum physics, when white hole goes near black hole will absorb the white hole. So Kali, I can treat it as a black hole.
Okay, wonderful.
She can
So what is
destroy
the,
everything.
yeah, what is the benefit of Durga Ashtanam Ashtoktar Stotra, says Dhanashree?
Durgashtam stotra is like a similarly you are you can say you are creating that vibrations, you are tuning your body. See, whenever any stotra, if you are chanting any stotra, you are basically tuning your body to that deity, or you can say that frequency. You can call the frequency, or you can call it as a deity. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
it will be like a protection for you.
okay. Sir, Ma Kali is associated with Kala, which is time. Can you tell us anything regarding that?
Indirectly, I just answered. It is like a black hole. Okay. So Kala normally is a terminology is used with the Lord Shiva. Okay, because if you see the Shivalinga, okay, it's like you'll find as a black stone. Okay, that is a symbolic representation of Shiva. So Shiva is also called Kala, and Kala refers to a time. And uh, if you go to the actually the subtle level of the time doesn't exist. Okay, and where means if you go inside the black hole, there is no time concept as such. So it is a supreme, you can say, very powerful energy, which I think understanding in a human form is very very difficult. You have to simply do the meditation. So through the meditation you can reach closer to that divine energy. And I don't have a knowledge of that yet, to be honest, very
Which,
honest.
yeah, which mantra should we recite for positive thoughts and being positive? Says Ganesh.
Om Sarvamangal Mangale Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanya Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. That is a Kali's mantra. That is a Kali's mantra, but in a very, you can say, the beautiful or soft energy form. So it will always protect you from that. और जो अर्गला स्तोत्र मैंने अभी बताया था, you chant complete stotra of argala, that argala stotra every day. Get up morning, start that stotra, or whenever you feel something fearful. See, Kali is meant for what? Destroying asuras. So whenever you come across any kind of the fear inside your mind, start chanting either Datta Stotra or Durga Stotra or Kali Stotra, Argala Stotra. Whatever you find it convenient, depending on your temperament, your body, because every object has its own resonating frequency. So you try to tune your body.
What is the difference between Sputa and Stotra?
I don't know. Stotra is like a, you can say, stotra is like a stuti of any deity, you can say. Sputa, I don't know. I'm sorry. I think I should study that. I can answer after that.
That mantra is in Narayani Stotram of Durga Saptashati. That's what KH is saying.
Sir, that mantra is in a Narayani Stotram of Durga Saptashati. Which mantra? Oh, Sarvamangal Mangale, Shive Sarvartha Sadhike, Sharanya Trambake Gauri.
Yeah, I think he's referring to Kali. Yeah, can you tell us anything about Bhakti and okay? So yeah, and what do you think of Gayatri mantra? Because I chant it personally. Like
Gayatri mantra is like mantras of mantra, is a father of all mantras or mother of all mantras, because it's a mantra for betterment of entire universe, ब्रह्मांड. अब ब्रह्मांड के लिए प्रार्थना करते हो. सो तो आप पहले देखेंगे ओम भूर भुव स्व, तो जो तीनों लोग कवर करते हैं. ओम भूर भुव स्व. सो भूर मीन्स पाताल लोक, भुव मीन्स योर भूलोक, सॉरी नॉट पाताल लोक. भुव मीन्स ये अपना पृथ्वी, पृथ्वी के ऊपर का एक लेयर रहता है, भूर लोग बोलते हैं उसको, और उसके ऊपर एक स्वर्ग लोग रहते हैं. तो तीनों लोग का मिलके जो प्रार्थना की जाती है, बिकॉज it is like a self realization. So chanting Gayatri mantra is, I think it is the ultimate, but you have to be in a pure form to chant Gayatri mantra. Otherwise you won't get a good impact of Gayatri mantra. You'll get negative. Sometimes your body is not suitable for that. So before
okay,
you chant Gayatri mantra, you chant couple of stotra and start with the Ganpati stotra, Durga stotra, and Datta stotra. So you start, if you want to really walk on this path, start with these three stotra. Take one of the stotra, whatever you like, okay, whatever you like, any person, and chant it for at least 25,000 times. See, walking on the path of spirituality is not so simple and straightforward. Okay, People are, if you are expecting some miracle should happen within a day or two, no, it won't happen, because you are so contaminated. You are so it not, no need to feel bad. I was also gone through the same phase. Okay, and when I started, means almost in 95, 95, I chanted for 25,000 times, and then I kept chanting that I never counted it. Okay, so now today also I'm chanting. As you start chanting it, you'll get a direction, and then it will take you to the a level where you don't have to do puja, you don't have to go through any you can say the normal process of puja part karma kand, jo karma kand bolte hain. Initially it is okay, but later on it is not required. So what I will recommend, if you really want to reach, or if you really want to get a blessings of God for self realization, then you take any one stotra, whatever you like. Okay, but I will recommend one of the stotra like Ganesh stotra, because they are small. Okay, Ganpati stotra, Durga stotra, or you can say Datta stotra. They are very small, around 8 to 9 shlokas are there, and then chant it for say at least 25,000, 21,000 times or 25,000 times. Later on, then you stop counting, just go on chant. What will happen, it will become a part of your body, and then you can see the miraculous effect. And if you want to really
But
work on this one,
yeah, I mean, like 25,000 times is a huge number for, I mean, like
it will take a
people.
it will take a 1 year for you. It will take a 1 year for you.
Yeah, yeah. So,
उसको बोलते हैं सिद्ध हो, स्तोत्र सिद्ध हो जाना. सी, आपको बैंक में इंटरेस्ट कब मिलता है? बैंक में कितना परसेंट इंटरेस्ट, मतलब 5% मिलता है आजकल, तो मेरे ख्याल से 4% पे आ गए. ओके, व्हाट यू आर ट्राइंग टू डू इन अ सिंपल लैंग्वेज, आप 100 रुपए रखोगे, उसमें से आपको 1 साल के लिए 4 रुपए मिल जाएंगे, लेकिन आपका खर्चा रहेगा 400 रुपया. सो व्हाट आउटपुट यू आर एक्सपेक्टिंग? यू वोंट गेट एनीथिंग आउट ऑफ इट. आपको, इफ यू वांट टू सर्वाइव कंफर्टेबली इन अ मटेरियलिस्टिक वर्ल्ड, और आपका खर्चा है सपोज 50,000 रुपीज पर मंथ. ओके, तो you just imagine, calculate how much money you should deposit in a bank. For example, if you put say 1 crore, then 5% say you'll get a 5 lakhs milenge per annum, or 5 lakhs means almost 40,000. Barcho is 480. Yeah, so close to 40,000 rupees you'll get it per month. But how much deposit should be there? 1 crore. Can you imagine? Then you will get a interest of 5 lakhs rupees, and then you will get 40,000 rupees per month. उसमें से भी आपके टैक्स डिडक्ट हो जाएगा. अभी this is a simple example I have given. Now there are many people who say, sir, I chanted for 1 week and nothing happened. I don't have a solution. I am really sorry for all of you. Okay, if you are expecting things to happen within day or two or a month, no. And it will depend on your prarabdha. We already talked on this subject. It will depend on your prarabdha, temperament, and your karmas as well. So there are so many things linked with each other. And first thing, you have to clean your prarabdha by doing austerities, charity, seva. These are the 3 steps you can clean your prarabdha. Actually, I received a couple of emails. I don't want to take their names and all this stuff. Okay, from Candid Meena channel only. Okay, and I gave them the solution, but people are expecting I, I should do some chamatkar and things should roll out in a week. Sorry, I'm an ordinary person. Okay, I'm a sadhak. I'm a technocrat. Okay, and okay, I did some practices in my life. I have experienced it as well, but it took me 25 years. And another thing is, you are creating your own problems. Why should I solve your problem? Tell me frankly. Huh? Are you going to solve my problems, or have you thought over it? Have you solved anybody's problem in the life? No. See, Ramakrishna Paramahans, when he died, when he was on the deathbed, okay, he had a throat cancer. All of you know this, right? He had a throat cancer. What does it mean? Means a great saint having throat cancer? No, it was not a throat cancer. It is just he took all papas of his disciple, because that he took that path, because He was expecting his disciple will follow. He removed some hurdles. Guru is the only personality in your life. Guru is the only personality in your life who will take your prarabdha. And that's why Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Maheshwara, गुरु साक्षात पर ब्रह्म, इसको ऐसे क्यों बोला जाता है, लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता है. जब जस्ट टेम्पल में जाके बोल देते, one should understand the exact meaning out of it. Guru is the only personality. It is a, you can say, the soft form of the God. God is very cruel. He's impartial. You do this, I will give this. And God is like a father. God is like father. He will slap you. Okay, but the father will always take you to the Paramatma, not mother. But mother will prepare you to reach Paramatma. So Guru will never take you to the Paramatma. He will show you the path of Paramatma. And for that, he will take your prarabdha as well. But in very, very subtle case, very special case. जैसे रामकृष्ण परमहंस को उनके जब, if you see, there are some photograph. Vivekananda is there and couple of disciples are there, and he was on his deathbed. Okay, and he had a throat cancer. So he took path of all his shishyas and they reached to the highest level of spirituality. Same thing did by Vivekananda. Vivekananda, around 40 disease Vivekananda had when he left the body. Can you believe it?
Amazing.
But you try to, if you see the most beautiful part of these two saints, just imagine if you are having a cancer, throat cancer, how much pain is there? You'll never see the pain on their face. You'll never see the pain on their face. Why? Because the pain is causing to the body and they are beyond the body. Even when Vivekananda left the body, he had around 39, 40 disease, blood pressure, sugar. Now one will get surprised how this is possible. They are great saint, and when they left the body, they had so many disease because they took the prarabdha of all their shishyas, so that their disciples or shishya, they can lead the world, they can give the direction to the world. But that is in very, very special case. Otherwise, you have to clean your own clothes. So that's why you should do the first thing, leave the hypocrisy. Second thing, start doing seva. Seva will bring benevolence. That is a benevolence, that's a virtue and bhakti towards the God. And then God will start moving inside you. And that will automatically will start direction. Automatically will start chanting name of the God. And the God will give you the direction. And he is your guru. And then at one point of time, when you will get a matured enough, okay, when you are ready for that acceptance of knowledge, the guru will come in front of you. That's why मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि don't run behind any gurus in this world. Otherwise, they'll say, I will teach you the turbo yoga, give me 25,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees. All these businesses are going on. I'm not that kind of, please don't run behind me. Don't follow me. I'm just giving you the references. If you like it, do it. If you don't like it, forget it. So simple.
So we'll take.
Forgive me, I'm a little bit shrewd.
Yeah. We'll take one last question, Ganeshi. For people who get dreams about goddess, does that indicate anything?
Yes, she is giving you the direction, because when you start getting dreams of the God, so basically God is approaching you. As I said, when you are ready, when you are prepared yourself, okay, so you'll start getting the dreams of the God. It is not a dreams, actually. I would say that deity is trying to give the instruction or signal that I'm with you. But one has to capitalize. You should not get entangled and start telling the people. Sometimes you can tell some special your disciple or some just to encourage the people. But God is coming to my dream and all that. Don't. ये कौन था अपना अखिलेश यादव बोल रहा था ना कि मेरे सपने में लॉर्ड कृष्ण, क्या मैं नमस्कार करता हूँ यहाँ से ही उनको, साष्टांग दंडवत करता हूँ उनको. ये छोड़ दो. हाँ, लेकिन if you are really getting a dream of God, then try to understand, you try to capitalize it. Don't get entangled there, but start worshipping that God. So you'll get fine tuned immediately, and you'll get immediate results.
Okay, and with that question, we'll be concluding today's wonderful session with Dr. Ganeshji. And thanks for once again, coming to our show and answering all the questions asked by the audience.
Thank you very much, Jaydev.
And yeah, and see you again. And Jai Hind.
Jai Shri Ram.
Bye.